Hello, you are welcome to this lecture, this practical class, how to add three numbers together in PHP. So let's get started. So your system must have been loaded with an integrated development environment. So for this lecture, for this practical class, we are going to use Macromedia Dreamweaver 8 that is loaded on the screen, and you make sure that your XAMPP control panel is running, that your XAMPP control panel is running. So the XAMPP control panel, the XAMPP is the one that has turned your laptop or your computer system to a server. So now we need to create the file that we are going to write our code on. Go to File, New. Then in the category you choose Dynamic Page. In the list of dynamic pages you choose PHP. Then you click on Create. Immediately you create the page, the file. It will load in the code view. We have the design view, like the Microsoft, like a word processor interface. We have the split view where you are going to be seeing the code and the code view and the design view. So let's go to the code view. So this is the title of the page. Let's give it a title: Program to add three numbers together. Program to add three numbers together. So I have to save this file now. When I click on press Ctrl S, it will ask me with the location I want to save the file. Don't forget, we are using XAMPP. You click on the drop down here. You click on local disk C. So after clicking on local disk C, you locate the XAMPP folder. Then you double click on htdocs. That is where the project, all the projects you write in XAMPP are located. So this is PHP Practical. I've created a folder to hold all the practicals in this class. Click on PHP Practicals. Then I'll give it a name like hard. Then I will, in the list of file here, I will drop it down and select PHP files. So it has automatically hidden the extension .php. When I chose the save as type, then I'll click on save. And now see the file name has changed up here. So let me zoom. Let me zoom. And see the file name has changed to hard PHP. So let's go back to our view. Now everything you want to display on your page will have to be inserted in the body tag. So let's go to design view. Let me put the heading how to program to add three numbers together. Program to add three numbers together in PHP. So if you go to the code view, you'll see that it has the code view is looking like this. Then you can add the div tag, the HTML div tag. So when you have the HTML div tag, you can give it a style to make sure that the font size is big, and you also put it at the center. All these are HTML tag. When you go to the design view, you can see it has put it on the center. Then to bold the heading, go to do strong tag is used to, the strong tag is used to make our text bold. So now this is the integrated development environment that we have actually written this so far. So let us now go to the web browser to preview whatever we have done. I'm using Chrome here. So when you go to localhost, after you have ensured that the XAMPP, the Apache is running and MySQL is running, so you go to localhost. So the default the default project that will show when you go to localhost is the dashboard. Now to go to our folder, our project folder, we call it PHP underscore practicals. That is the folder I've created so that to host all the practical classes I demonstrated. I click on enter. This is the one that we are working with now. Then when I click on it, you can see that it has programmed to add 3 numbers together. If I go to PHP now, if I go to Dreamweaver and I want to change the color of this heading, so in the style here, I say font size is equal to 18 pixel. Then I'll put semicolon, then color. I can now select color. I can select any of the color here. So when I save, I go back to the browser. I go back to the browser and I refresh. So the color have changed. So I want to change the font size to something like 28. I save it. I go back to the browser. I refresh so that the changes can be inspected. So now to embed PHP inside this HTML code that I've written. So I will start the HTML tag, the less than, the question mark, PHP. Then I make sure that I close the tag, question mark, greater than sign. So that is the HTML, the PHP tag. The PHP tag. So now I will declare the variable 1. So the $sign precedes every variable name in PHP. Number 1 then is equal to 100. Then I declare the second variable $sign number 2 is equal to 200. Then $sign number 3 is equal to 150. And semicolon. Then I will now declare another variable, which is the accumulator, that we hold the value of the summation of the 3 numbers. So sum is equal to number 1, then plus, that is arithmetic operator, number 2, I'm copying and pasting, then number 3. know that a semicolon must end every PHP statement. Sum is equal to number 1 plus number 2 plus number 3. Now, the echo statement is to output anything in PHP. So, then I will ask it to output the value that is in the sum now. A $sign sum, then semicolon. So to now run this program to see whether it is working or not, I go to the browser, then refresh. You can see now it has added the 450. If I want the answer, the output to be at the center, to bold it, then I will use HTML plus CSS tags. So for example, this is the statement that is echoing the total. So for example, now I want to make sure that that statement is styled with HTML and CSS. So what I will do is that I will create a div HTML section. Then I will put this inside it, but I need to wrap it. I want to delete this. I need to wrap this echo statement in PHP tag. I'll make sure that I wrap it inside the PHP tag. So now I want this to be at the center, align center. Then style, I want the font size to be 36. I want the font color, I'll just color to be red. Then I save. I'll go to the browser and refresh. You can see it has now put the output at the center and red color. That is a program to add 3 numbers together in PHP. Thank you. So the source code is added in the description of this video.